Woohoo! Hello, blue light, I say again, in case the not responding thing was not responding properly. Alright, yes, we're gonna be playing some Splatoon. And the salty Splatoon. Looks like that's already going. I guess if anything, anybody watching can just let me know if the stuff goes down. Audio quality or even video quality. But I doubt it. Let me turn that volume down. Yeah, it's very drummy and it's cool and it's great and it's cool, and I already said that. New contacts in. Haven't worn contacts for probably the last time was, actually I did go to Walmart one day to order my contacts that I just got a few days ago, but I'm just now starting to wear. Oh well, they're 3-month contacts and I wear them for 2 weeks and 1 day each, so maybe pushes me closer to like 4 months efficiency, even though they probably want me to give them all their money. I don't know. Ramblings of stuff. If you are watching on YouTube or even on Twitch, because there's like an option for it, you can speed up the video if you want to watch faster. And if you're watching it live, you can get the video speed controller, blah blah blah, my usual stuff of saying watch things faster so you save time in your very precious life that I am sacrificing part of mine of to play some video games that are pretty much dead because the sequel is coming out. And speaking of which, I need to do some title stuff. Splatoon hype before the sequel. Ka-chow. Kaboom. Splatoon. Update information. There we go. Let's unveil the current regular battle stages. Moray Towers. Hennessy. Sounds like Kelly said that. Takes all day to really appreciate the art. Blah 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 blah. Remember those uniforms? Yeah, I buried mine long ago or whatever. Stay fresh. Here's green for Marie, and there's the amiibo for them that I could get, which I don't know if it really adds anything to the game. Maybe like those couple extra songs they did, or maybe it's just like a promotional thing for the amiibos. Don't know for sure, because there's no more Splatfest ever since last year with the one of Callie versus Marie. And then, of course, Splatoon 2 is coming out in 16 days. That's July 21st, 2 weeks, 2 days. Checking all the shops, even though I don't need to buy anything. I think I have all the weapons, too, that I can currently get. Let me just run through the fake minion Mr. Krabs all the way through, get to the end of this thing, and I have plenty of money. If it's not synced up very well, you can definitely tell. Okay, I think I'm cycling all over. That's the end of it there. Yeah, kind of feels like my throat's going a bit groggy. Alright, let me make sure my equips are fine. I'm gonna start with Aerospray RG because that's what I'm used to. People may not really like that I'm going in with all these unfinished equips, but that's kind of the main thing I do when I play, and of course that's how you have to actually unlock things, so, you know. I consider myself decently competent when it comes to Splatoon, being level 43. Started playing in September 2015, after a couple turf wars, or the global test fires. I think I did try to do the one in May of 2015 before the game came out, but the connection was quite problematic. Just letting the music happen. It was problematic because you failed to connect to your partner's device even though there's plenty of partners. What? Let's try for that again. But yeah, it messed up in May, but that's kind of the point of doing the whatchamacallit global test fire, to stress test the servers, so I didn't really play until August when I was at Okeechobee for like a night. Well, I was certainly there a lot of the next day though. I remember my dog going up some stairs and it was really slick, and she like hit against the door and she like slid backwards and fell down. May have hurt her a tiny bit, but couldn't help but laugh. Anyway, I love this song because it's cool. It kind of reminds me of Dirty Little Secret for some reason. Just like the way they sing it. Even though it could just be like, Tiny Horse, that is pretty cool. Yeah. Do. I am just doing to the music of Splatoon. Alright. Let's take some high roads while the others take low roads. Be careful not to actually have death happen. Hello. Oh, almost had a trade kill there. Oh yeah, I don't think I mentioned it, but Chugga Cornroy did indeed announce Partners in Time. Kind of expected it, because it's a direct sequel to a game he's already played, and another game that he wants to change people's minds of, and I remember him playing it a couple years ago to familiarize himself with the game more while he was sick, and he was sick this time around and was kind of missing a few days because of a viral infection that he's very prone to. Of course, I'm talking about other people. He's not exactly a streamer. He kind of does stuff with the Runaway Guys on Proton John's channel, streaming channel at that, because John's more of a streamer for daytime stuff, and TRG on the side, and whenever he decides to finish Superman 64, okay, let's kind of get to a safe place, to kind of play more defensively than offensively, like I usually would, because Aerospray is definitely for defense. Haven't got spotted yet, but that's probably going to change right here to this person with the hero mode clothes, or the replicas as they are called. Or maybe I'm just not having horrible times against other players. A lot of people did seem kind of low level, so maybe not too experienced. But there we go, that's my first death right there. To a person with pretty basic stuff, the Splattershot Jr., I guess the custom one. But even so, that's like the one you get from the first world in the story mode. I should probably jump to people, but I'm just filling in any little spots that could go bad, even though it would be more efficient to go for bigger splotches, but you never know. That 0.1% can make a difference, even though it would make a 2% difference if you win by taking the bigger things. Haha. An essential trade kill there, with me dying and then my splat bomb of ink mine taking place. Alright, let me... Okay, yeah, our side's in danger, so we gotta definitely set my game up. Get rid of that. Don't be overtaking us. Oh, hello. I got a little bit slowed down there. Yeah, I have the ninja squid ability, so I could definitely get better about jumping to my people. But I kind of want to take care of my side a little bit more, because it's a little contested, but I think we may be losing this if my guys are dying and we're in danger in these last 5 seconds. Alright, maybe taking an L this first time around, or maybe I can get a... Nah, thought I was going to get an ink strike at the last second to take that little bit of time. Wasn't really paying attention, but just somebody get one there, because it took a little bit longer than the usual ending time to get out of that. I doubt it. Just catching up. Ah, yeah. All but me are slapping down in tandem. Oh well, I guess I was MVP on my team. Or maybe LVP because we kind of lost, hahaha. Or, you know, most valuable inkling, if you want to be cooler about things. My usual way of playing is to do like 1 turf war to warm up, and then ranked battle to upgrade all my stuff. Hello, train. May do 1 or 2 more of these turf wars and then go into ranked, because I'm not exactly super high up. I'm like B+, as you see right there. B+ 15. That would be a crazy algebra equation. Capital letters. Yeah, turf or museum del Fucino. When I make it even more Italian, be Museo del Fucino. Or whatever museum is in Italian. I just know that French is musée, and yeah. Musée di Alfonsino. That's not how you do it, because it transfers into the word. You don't pronounce a single letter unless you're saying A or I, or even then you say for A. I don't know. Heavy metal song. I can just imagine Spike listening to it. Dude, hello with your bubbler, whatever you're trying to hit me with. I don't want to die to a Splattershot Jr., even though that's not what it is. Whatever this person has, just assume that bubbler means doodly-doo. Okay, that was a normal Splattershot Jr. right there. That does have bubbler, but maybe a higher level person, hopefully. Just see whatever Mambly is. Gotta keep Mambly in mind. And rambling around. Okay, they're kind of taking the lead right now. Especially with it showing danger stuff. Let's get my own ink strike. I don't think I've gotten one yet. Because I've died right before it would have happened. I believe so. Actually, I might have had one. I don't know. Sorry. Enjoying the music. Getting prepared for Splatoon 2. There is a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, so maybe there will be like a last couple of weeks. Not exactly last minute. Hey, I got my revenge on Mambly there, even though I did a trade kill previously. Yeah. I did have fun doing that global test fire Splatoon 2 previously, back in February, I believe it was. That's crazy. No, it wasn't February because the Switch wasn't even out. It was April, March, one of those times. Because the only thing I was playing for a while was Breath of the Wild, because I was like, I'm going to take a break from playing this hyped up game to play a different hyped up game on Switch. So yeah, whenever that was. I don't know why I keep thinking it was February. Probably because there was like so much hype for Switch overall in February being the last month before. Pausing with my words, but who cares? As long as I make my point and don't sound like an idiot saying so, which a lot of times I do, because I keep saying things in a roundabout way, adding extra words that I don't need to add, and keeping all these strange inflections on my words. You will be splatted by me, Emma. Hello, hello. Do. Why are we still in danger? And they're like pretty far ahead as well, judging by how much bigger their squids are, because it's not really a static thing, I don't think. That's kind of what I prefer so far with this game, is that you can definitely tell who's in head better, aside from it showing danger, like Splatoon 2. I think it only like lights up your squids when you have an ult, or a special attack, whatever it would be called. Hello! Get a last second kill on Mambly just to rub it in even further, even though we're losing. Yeah. Another big L right there. If it was best of 3, still can't be like that. Chat unavailable. Let me refresh and see if things turn out well. Almost at 12 minutes of runtime. Let's see. Viewer list. Only showing me so far. I'll go for another Tier 4 with my RG and then a little bit of ranked. Let's play some music. Let's go for whatever it lands on because my control stick kind of sticks. Oh yeah. This is the one that they do at the Annie and Mo's shop. I was trying to remember their names. Like the clothing shop. Anemone. Enemy spotted. Bad guys win. Alright. I see you there on the other side, puke. Is Mambly on my team or are they gone? No. I'm not gonna spend too much time paying attention to that. Oh yeah, main theme. Good stuff. Yeah. I'll just take the normal path and get our area taken care of to build up my ult. This feels so much better to say that instead of special attack or ultimate powers. Watch for their sniper doodly. Oh yeah, look at all that stuff going on there. That's like the apartment place. Or no, it's just like a building. Because everything seems to be connected. Because I'd probably be able to see something else. Hello. Is that the kelp dome? I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time looking at the scenery. Let's just keep going in this game. So I can splat these dudes. So I can win. That reminds me of Metroid for some reason. Even though it's just an 8-bit squid. I've been playing the Metroid games these past few days. I beat Metroid 1, and I'm slowly working on Metroid 2, kind of playing the normal version. Want to see if I can find like a way to like emulate the Game Boy Color, because there's like a DX hack, but a lot of emulation sites are kind of going down because they're trying to better promote actually buying the games, which I completely understand and sympathize with, because if you can buy the game normally, definitely do so, but if you want to emulate just to play the game, that'd be nice, but if you have a way to support, definitely buy. I mean, older games like that, you can't really buy. I mean, yeah, you can buy it on the 3DS eShop, and the Metroid 2 remake, Samus Returns, is coming out soon on 3DS. I haven't pre-ordered it, but probably would, because, yeah, seems like I can easily get into the Metroid series. I beat Metroid 1, as I've said, which I'm pretty sure is remade in Zero Mission, maybe with a little bit more refined stuff, because I think there's a flying Ridley instead of a potato-looking dude. I think I had the most trouble with Kraid of all the bosses, which, 3 bosses. Ridley, Kraid, and Mother Brain. Mother Brain is just more annoying to get to her than actually take her down with a few missiles. Then, of course, the trademark escape sequence, even though I hear that there's not one in Metroid 2. I have to see that for myself, though, actually playing the game. Yeah, I think I'm going to play the normal Game Boy version, maybe try to find a way to colorize it, not on 3DS, because, well, can't really do that, even though you kind of should, because it would make sense with it being the way it is. If I'm driving my point home well enough. Yeah, we're using that bomb rush. I wanted to take you down, but I didn't do so. We seem to be in a slight lead, but don't let it get to our heads. Oh man, it kind of seems like they're in the lead right now. Let's just, I could just jump to my dudes, but don't really have time for that, especially with Ninja Squid. Got 1 extra point. See how much that counts, and that might actually give them the win right there if there's a small enough difference, but any amount of difference will count. Okay. Always seems like it's going to be very close, but it's usually not that case. 2.8 ahead, woo. Even with their last second ult of an Ink Strike. Look at all these guys using RGs, Emma, Luke, or should I say, Splemma and Puke, or something. Yeah, I do want to get used to more weapons. Obviously, with me playing the RG so much, I'm used to normal shooters. I just like rapid fire, able to take down guys, and I like the Ink Mine and the Ink Strike ult. It's like a good amount of defense with offense, because a good offense is a good defense. If I'm making sense, And plus, I'm just upgrading my stuff. Let's see what I land on right here. Inkopolis News. Let's go for Now or Never, Squid Sisters. Oh, it's the Splatfest thing. Splatfest out of time thing. I'm just like swinging around to the music every time I'm listening to something. Are those Christmas lights, or is it Mario Odyssey where you can be in the rail doodly? Splatoon 2 confirmed, or Splatoon 3 DS. Like Hey Pikmin coming out a week after Splatoon 2. I'm decently excited for it. It's going to be an interesting take having a 2D side-scroller Pikmin game. Well, not really side-scroller, it's just a 2D game. I'm sure there would be side-scroller segments. And there is a brief 2D part in Pikmin 3 mission mode. Always welcome, I guess, for the game being 4 years old. Or 3.5, kind of, because it was kind of delayed. If I'm performing my mathematics in a correct manner. Actually, did it come out like August 2013? Because I got it in January 2014. I think that's how it be working. Oh yeah, we're not really playing for turf here, but I'm trying to build up my ult. Keep her going, watch out for the tower. I'm trying to think what my favorite mode is. I want to say my least favorite may definitely be Rainmaker, because it's just kind of annoying, especially with the feeling of nervousness that you get, the anxiety of being the one with the Rainmaker, with it charging up so slowly and you being kind of defenseless with it. I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense because it's a big old powerful thing. They have to get to the enemy's base to win. Pushing daffodils. Pushing daisies? Oh, I thought he was dead. Haven't been squid jumping so much, so might as well do it now. Right onto the tower, pretty much. But not at this point. Ice cream music, ah, I should have inked up the rest of it, so I could have possibly landed on it, because I touched up against the ink, but didn't allow me. To kind of itchy and burning because I have a few bug bites around me, and also a newly acquired sunburn as of yesterday, 4th of July. Oh yeah. Something that kind of came to mind, that I've kind of mentioned her. My Latin teacher passed away the other day. May she requiescat in pace. I don't know if I even said her name. I'll say, Miss J, just to kind of keep it confidential, the name. Yeah, she was definitely a fantastic teacher. I don't really want to cry on stream. I'm not much of a crier. Just like more optimistic about things. Like, yeah, well, it may be a little sad and a little bit of a pouty face may come around. She was pretty much ready, because yeah, I'm not really laughing out of it thinking it's funny, just a little bit of nervous laughter and chuckling out of kind of happiness, I guess. She was kind of prepared because she's had a lot of pneumonia problems the past few years, and I think it finally took her. It's like, finally. No, I'm not going to say it like that, not even sarcastically. Anyway, Splatoon, we are playing Splatoon. Haha. let's not get splatted for ourselves. Let's be very careful like this. Everybody's squid jumping around. You're gonna land right there. Oh, not even my ink-minded things, probably because of all the other guys landing around. Yeah, Warlock G or whatever your name was. Hyphen something. It's like when you do something added onto your name, it's like you're part of a clan. I mean, yeah, I'm T2 Justin, but that's just to kind of signify for those that would happen to know that I'm TryclydeTamer, if they don't think of like adding me or looking at my profile, because this guy's a really good player with an arrow spray RG, even though he just died a bunch of times. Oh well, trying to make it work. Run time 20 minutes. I'll try to shoot for past an hour, because I feel like streams, a good time for a stream is an hour and a half to 2 hours, unless you're doing like a big old marathon of 12 plus or so hours, which I don't know if I could ever handle that unless I could like dedicate a whole day to playing games, which my attention span for games isn't even that much. I do love me some games, but I also like to just casually browse the internet without playing games, which kind of prevents me from doing LPs and streams, but here I am streaming. Of course, the 3-part finale of Undertale, I'm trying to edit through the remaining hour to get the other 2 parts of them. The final battle was in the first part of finale, and then 2 and 3 are just wrapping things up kind of deal, and then I'm gonna start the next LP. I'm not gonna say it, even though it doesn't really matter, but I keep it kind of a surprise, even though some people do know what the game is. Kaboom! Oh yeah, I thought I got 3 people there. Was there a 3rd person? Well, there's a 3rd person now. Wanted to put my ink mine down to have that little bit of defense, but in the panic of doing that, it caused me to have deathmication. Let's not let them win. If they keep holding it, they are the Ultra winners. Okay, yeah. They've already won. At least we've won one of the turf wars. And just to make it even worse, they were close enough to our base so that they could have technically won by knockout anyway. Oh well, at least I'm gonna get points for this, right? 52 or 260, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I got not the greatest S&D ratio, or SS, splat and splatted. I don't know. Superstar Saga ratio. Speaking of which, I should probably get back to streaming that game because, you know, hasn't been doing that for a while. Yeah, he hasn't been doing it for a while. This guy right here. It is my favorite video game, but I haven't really been feeling ultimately up to playing it, if I'm making sense. What should I do? Because of all these bomb tossers. I'll go for something. Let's see. I could go for Arrow Spray PG, but nah. And also knows that's a good fire rate, just the thing they have to keep pressing. I could try for a Splatling Disruptor, something with an actual bomb, because I think only actual bombs are affected. So I could do an Ink Brush maybe with a Kraken. Yeah, I'm just not so used to things. I mean, yeah, if we're playing ranked mode, it would be a little bit better to not cover turf. Even though I should probably do a turf war to get used to it. Because I'm not really used to anything other than shooters, rapid shooters, kind of like the Aerospray or normal splatter shots. Anyway, let's get down to business to defeat the bad guys. Did they send me good guys when I asked? Did they send me squid kids when I asked for Inklings? I don't know. Trying to be cool with references, but I can't. Some can scroll. Oh yeah. Is this music that actually plays when you're looking at them? Because, yeah, it's definitely a story mode song, but not one that's too memorable, even though it's pretty serene and cool, aside from the GoldenEye style thing. It's like in the N64 GoldenEye, just the weird sound that always played with the songs in the game. Come on now. We got some level 50s in here, 3 of them in fact. Then everybody else is in 40s. I mean, yeah. To be B+, you have to be high up enough, because with all those wins you get a lot of points, so you can't really be level 1 unless you somehow start at that point. Even though I think you start from the bottom, have to work your way up. Kinda losing my voice, even though I'm not, no. I think it's been past an hour since I brushed my teeth, so all is good, you know. Yeah. Scoobly-doo. Where are you? You and you? Come on, load up, load up. Checking my Pokemon Go. I went walking with a neighbor the other day, and I thought we were gonna walk by a near Pokestop on a road near my house. I can see it from the map of the game. But we didn't walk that way. We walked the opposite direction as we were on our way. It's like, yeah, we're gonna go get it, and never mind, we're turning left instead of right. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. At least I got to walk my dog and help her try to lose a little bit more weight. I mean, yeah, she's down to like, what, 20, I'll say 24 pounds when she was at 29. So yeah, that's a good 6 of her body weight, pretty much. Doodly doo, tower control, hoo hoo. Let's do this thing. Oh man, let's see how I can handle with this. Don't have to do too much aiming. Doom, 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 doom. Let's do stuff midair. Do. Just trying to keep a rhythm of splat and go, splat and go. Do. Splat bomb. Try for it. Come on. Give me my ink. I need better powers with the ink savers. But I'm trying to level up all my stuff anyway. At least if I have a longer laster ult kind of deal, it should affect it. Actually, it doesn't affect Kraken, because usually it only affects like Bomb Rush. Which, things like that may have actually been fixed in patches. Woo! Going with the right-handed things, so could be different advantages. You with your safari hat looking thing kind of reminds me of like a modern hipster pothead, because they always have them weird. They're obviously like Hawaiian shirts, but they could be construed as pot leaves or whatever. Nothing against them really, aside from if they're actual a-holes, which I don't really know anyone in particular, so I don't know why I sound so passionate about it. It's probably because the music's loud. I should probably turn that down. It's turned down to 18. With all the splatting going on and me dying, which I don't like. I don't like deathification, gentrification, putting a Whole Foods on every corner. Which, nothing really wrong with that. Healthy Whole Foods, even though it's definitely expensive for them middle class, upper middle class people. Barbara, with your glowing super splatter hair. Yeah. Probably would it be faster to just make my way over there anyway. Maybe I can at least try to build on my ult. Not really moving too fast. Need to be more active and not die. Try for that. See if that does anything for me. Yeah, there's Izuka going on. Come on. Tower control. Oh, come on. I think we're gonna lose by knockout. Well, you know, always good to try things you're not used to. I want to be more well-rounded instead of just be arrow spray, arrow spray, arrow spray. I wonder what that arrow spray RG of Splatoon 2 is going to be, because obviously the RG is pretty popular. I need to be better about actually sweeping around instead of just, you know, slapping my brush in people's faces. Be better about defense as well, because you can't exactly put an ink mine down. You can just put a bomb right below me. Below me! Which sounds weird, but that's the thing that Kev Jumba? No, that was Asian guy. Was that Kev Jumba? I don't know. I don't remember old school YouTubers that are definitely not as popular nowadays. If they're a gamer, they're popular, except me, and because I'm not a horror YouTuber, or, you know, Happy Wheels. If you played Happy Wheels at some point, you are guaranteed at least 100,000 subscribers, or something. But then there's all the people that have, like, less than 1,000. They're like, I want to be popular by playing all these scary horror games. But if you play Monstrum, you're cool in my book, because, you know, getting ever closer to 400 hours in that game. Played a little bit of time, aside from the times I've streamed after. Of course, I didn't do everything on stream or Let's Play, because if I have 400 hours and it was all on LP, it'd be longer than long things. I think there's like a German woman named like Pandoria that does a lot of monster videos. She's like probably close to 200. There's a guy that I jumped into a stream of, and he has like over 300 hours, at least by the time I've seen it, so it's probably close to 400 or maybe even past that point by now, depending on how his interest for the game held up. Can remember a lot of my days with Splatoon as well. It would be sitting in the lobby with the just a normal lobby without actually joining in a game, then just playing Monstrum, then loading up my Plano, Texas, then playing like a Kakariko village. Now I kind of have my own thing that I call like a happy song. Just think of it as like a adorable best friend character in a video game with a very cheerful but kind of annoying theme. But then like he gets possessed and becomes the final boss and has like a minor key, lower octave version of the song to signify the sinisterness. Sinistry. What is the act of being sinister called? Sinisterness? I don't know. Sinisterity, because left means sinister in Latin, so I guess I'm technically sinister being a left-handed writer. And then right is dexter, which there is a dexterity. Now we're in overtime, but that if they take the tower, they win because they're already ahead by this. But if we can get to 17, we'll win. Of course, we're not gonna win by knockout because we're already in overtime. Overtime, we need to get on the thing because it's sitting still. Nobody has it. Okay. I guess we lose. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be doing anything with any sort of brush or brew, which rollers and brushers are kind of categorized differently. Yeah, I was lowest on here. Yeah. Tied for the least amount of splats, and I ranked down, and definitely the highest amount of being splatted. I kind of deserve that rank down with that abysmal play there. Rank change, blah blah blah. You don't have to give me a cheerful sound to know that that's happening. Something else I do like. It's like, nah, not that. It's kind of a slow shooter. Even though I do like them. Swiffer. It's, actually, that's a... yes, that's a fart. It's a sniper thing, right? Squelcher, that's the one I liked, I think. Yeah, I have 1844, so... a couple games probably with that. Special Depletion Light, that's kind of a cool thing to have. Excuse me, kind of have a burp coming up. Of course, I say excuse me before I actually burp. Let's see. Let's try for different shoes because I want to have one thing fully upgraded and then two that I'm working on. Bomb Sniffer, I could go to Spike for that. I think what I'll do is I'll put on that because I like that special duration up, which I don't know if it affects Kraken for sure because, as I've already said, I think it only really affects like Bomb Rush and Inksuka, anything that actually shows a timing down thing, which I don't know if they all do or not. I just know that it doesn't affect Ink Strike, even though it feels like it would. Sappening, mate. What'll it be then? Let's go for them slots with them super sea snails slurring my everything worth food. Sorry if I'm being annoying. Oh well. Hey, hello, Nani3. I just noticed that you are here, even though it's only showing one viewer, which usually indicates to be myself. Cheers, love. Let us do some snorkeling back to the lobby. Rank time battle. Let's do this. Let's do a different song. Oh yeah. Always gotta love Calamari Incantation. Na 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 na. Sherry. I'm Doodle Bob from the Doodle Bob episode of SpongeBob Season 2 or 1, I think it's 2. Or maybe 3, I don't know. One of them. Such a fun song. Oh yeah, I remember it actually playing in the last Splatfest as a normal song. Tower control, ride the tower, well, where else? Yeah, I'm not really the biggest fan of tower control. Especially when I'm not using my arrow spray. Let's just see how I do with the Swiffer. Definitely has a higher range, I believe. Yeah, as far as it goes compared to the RG, and a little bit better fire rate. Actually, no, the fire rate on the other one was that. Just accuracy was kind of off. Kind of sacrificed accuracy for range and charge speed. Hello. Almost thought I had my other thing, the ink mine. It's like, I'm just going to lay that down and have you go over it and explode. I think I'll play defensively instead of actually sitting on the thing. Just make sure that it goes well. But I'll take it if nobody's going to take it. Wait for it, and go. I'm just going to sit here. Nobody's going to take it. We're not going to lose this. Oh no, we ain't going to lose it. Come on. No, I was trying to say come on. Or to me, as it would be in Europea. Or, you know, at least in any English-speaking place. I'm sure different language translations would be something similar, though. Yeah, okay, I was trying to jump to somebody a little bit closer, but they died. R.I.P. Doo-doo. Come on, jump on it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Don't be in the thing. And these weird combinations of colors. But let's see, one singular. Sometimes I'm not even making sense. I was trying to say in this weird combination of colors, or color combination. I was like, in these weird combinations, snowholations. A lot of the time, me streamers just like, I messed up saying that. I was trying to say something else, but I was just making fun of me saying it the wrong way for 5 minutes instead of actually bringing back the point of the main thing I was trying to say. But what do I really need to say? We're playing Splatoon because we're excited for Splatoon 2. Splatoon, as we are. Or, you know, Splatoon 2 with the... Not exactly dab, sorry if that was loud beep kind of hit my mic there. Having to move my janky setup for a pop filter. Being my mother's pantyhose. I don't know. She's the one that gave it to me. Okay, I'm not gonna dwell on that subject. It sounds weird to talk about like that, but I just heard about from my brother, who's quite experienced in the audio technicality things. He is a really good guitar player, self-taught. Was part of the Charleston, South Carolina band Crowfield as a guitarist before they broke up because of the lead singer being pregnant. Well, his wife being pregnant. I mean, yeah, you wouldn't know if it was female until I said so unless you knew the band. Tyler something or other was the band leader who had to dissolve things. Kind of sad because I think it was voted best in South Carolina, best rock band. Maybe in other higher things as well. Alright, let's get a little bit closer. Boom! Hello! Doodly doo! Get back here! Get back to my tower. Get a couple guys along the way. Them dang Japanese people. The range for this is being kind of weird. Oh, there's somebody there! Gotcha! Let's just stay right here and get on. Charge it up as we go. Hello! Kaboom! Yeah. Not really the best at combining and speaking. Combining, burst bombs. All the different names. There's suction bombs, burst bombs, which I think that is because the normal splat bomb is the one that explodes after a couple seconds, but not the combined that explodes after like, I don't know, 20 or so seconds or somebody walking over it, but it takes a little bit of time to explode, blah blah blah. Yeah, I was thinking about putting the thing with bomb sniffer on, but it's kind of obvious to tell. Even though I'm dying to a lot of bombs more than anything. At least that might not be true because I know for sure I died to a bomb there, but there's other things because I got normally splatted by the main weapon instead of the sub weapon. Don't get crushed there, even though I don't think you can. You can only get splatified by Spotify, or you know, Kraken's going your way and you do nothing about it, or shooting at it even though you know it doesn't do any good. I'm not really presenting myself as a great Splatoon player now, am I? Especially with the fact that I'm losing so much. I only won like one time. Especially now that I'm ranking down. If I'm not having a good fight with these people now that I'm ranked down. Can't really speak well for myself. I'm in a neutral B. I'm pressing neutral B like I'm playing Smash Brothers, even though it's a lot better to play with a GameCube controller. Even though the Wii U Pro controller isn't too bad, and I'm sure it's going to be fun playing whatever Smash game happens to occur on the Switch, which I'm sure they're gonna port Smash 4 as it is, and maybe be cool and have like either Melee DLC or make a full-on Melee HD, possibly with the same physics. The bad guys won. Wah. I'm not happy with myself. Wah. Voice cracking. Don't really want to go back and fall back to the RG right now, so try for something at least. Haha, it's like my old account username. Really random guy 56. RRG, huh? Or let's not talk about that. I think I'm gonna go for a Splat Link, but something that's not a disruptor. Let's see what we got. Heavy Splat Link. I don't think Sprinkler's affected by the doodly-doo. Because I'm obviously making sense when I say that. A lot of people like that, but obviously I don't do too well with that. I think it's like the normal Hydra Splatling that a lot of people like. Don't know for sure. Oh yeah, I do like the end zaps as well. Let's see if I can find one that I'm particularly a fan of. Here's this. point sensor. I think there's one with like an ink mine and Kraken or something. Which, actually, no. I think I'd probably play with that more. Because otherwise, I wouldn't be playing the RG so much. Which I could go for that, being as cool as it is. The hero shot. Wasabi splatter shot. I think a lot more people play with the Tinatech. E-leader, let's say. Yeah, I guess I could go for a sniper. Just to round myself out a little bit. Splat bomb, echolocator. Not really the biggest fan of that, because it just tells you where everybody is. Woo. I mean, yeah, it's kind of helpful, but not exactly for the way I play. I could go for another Octobrush, or, you know, brush in general. Octobrush is a little bit bigger. Yeah. Kind of going sniffly, probably because I'm a contact center. I don't know why it acts like that. Luna Blaster. You know what? I think I'll go for that. This being the sweat bomb rush. A cool setup. You know what? I'll go for Turf War for maybe a couple little goes. Gonna mute my mic briefly while I blow my nose. Apologies. A deep breath. Alright, I don't think I've ever played with a Luna Blaster, let alone any type of blaster that's like this, so you just have to keep on shooting and definitely watch your ink consumption. Just keep that button held down. The range is kind of butt. It's obviously more offensive if you want to go around killing people. Of course, I always say offensive for pretty much anything. Actually, I did say defense when I was actually protecting the tower instead of just, you know, sitting on it and taking care of kids. Well, did I spot somebody there, or was I contributing to it? Let's look for somebody that I can use my thing on. How about you? I'll just roll around right here. I thought that was not mine right there, but it was mine. Right. I'm out of my thing, just watch for it to tick back down to nothing. If I do well enough with this, I may actually have this as like a secondary main. I don't know. I don't really keep track of my secondary mains and anything. I just know my primary ones, like Smash 4, my current main, so to speak. Well, I guess you could say definitely is Ness. Even if I'm not the greatest player, which I don't really strive to be the greatest at anything. Dr. Mario kind of considered him my main at one point. So I do kind of play as him a lot. Dr. Foreman, of course, being the black colored one. Oh. No, I'm not saying that in a racist way. Just the fact that he's wearing black scrubs, so to speak, or, you know, lab coat. Yeah, if it was scrubs, it would be the stuff. Is that a thing in Project M? Dr. Mario wearing scrubs? Does kind of feel like he has, like, the surgical mask and everything. Doodly-doo, get my thing. Definitely charging up my thing pretty slow, my ult. Let's wait for people to come around. I'll go up onto a higher place and not run into doodlies. The doo-doo. Doodly-doo-doo-doo. Oh man. For some reason I felt like the taste. Yeah, I felt the taste. I mean, yeah, you can feel a taste on your taste buzz. Smelt the taste, I thought I was saying, but kind of smelled and tasted buttery popcorn for some reason, so I may have some after the stream. Or I could just make it mid-stream, but that would mean I'm gone for at least 2 minutes and 16 seconds, because I put it in for that long. And then there's the fact I have to walk to the kitchen, grab it out, put the stuff in the trash, because I put it in a bowl. Sometimes I salt it up, but try to be careful with my salt consumption, even if I'm not morbidly in need of health things, but it's never a bad time to keep track of your health, you know. Of course, when it shows 2 viewers, okay, Anini is still here. Don't know how active you are, but hello again. Let's just keep her going. Oh, we're in danger. Didn't notice that till now. Probably should have caught it. The fact that these guys are all up in my grill. See, there you go. I made use of it in the last second. That's going to explode like kaboom. We totally won. Woo. I think I'll go for an in-snap next. Something that I'm definitely more competent with. And confident. Confident and competent. Puh. The Luna Blaster looks cool, though. I think like a standard cool color would be purple, because I don't know, maybe I guess it's Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Having the purple Dark Moon bits. I don't know. Luna makes you think of purple for some reason. Maybe like Luma. Hey, it's time for a map rotation here at 6 o'clock. 45 minutes in. Woo. I could probably go for another hour depending on how I feel. Which I don't feel in bad health or anything. Kind of looks like it says pitch on there because it's like a P, even though it's just squid stuff. However, it's in a ghost, but you can go to the Hammerhead Bridge and Mahima Resort. Those are fun places to play for normal play. Kelptome for ranked, always fun. Anchovy games, oh man. You want to be a pop star and have a desk job? How dare you do something like that? It's like SpongeBob, he gave up fry cooking to be a performer, flipping patties. And then he did the normal thing in the not normal episode. Let's look for an NSAP. I saw the one that I don't really like as much, even though NSAPs are never bad. This one, point sensor. It's kind of strategic if you want to home in on somebody with the Kraken, but let's see, what's the other NSAP? There's the normal aerospace, so to speak, the MG. Actually, that's a Sheldon Spick thing. Because you have to get it through story mode. Neo Splatoon, that's a cool fire rate one with a point sensor, but the NSAP may have a better job with that specific task. Just if you're a better fan of the different range and stuff, which range is a little bit better to have if you want to definitely do the inking of the turf. Splatoon NSAP. Make it for the sprinkler one. Actually, is there one with the splat wall? Let's see. Not really paying too much attention. There's no NSAPs here. NSAP. This looks like an NSAP, but it's not one. And of course, keep cycling back through them. Point sensor Kraken. Not really too big on that. Refurbished looks so special. And the Octoshot replica. This one. Maybe not. There was a time I kind of played with this. Actually, not the Forge, with like the normal Splattershot Pro. With like the whatever it gives you. I think like Inkzuka. I mean, why don't I find it? Just trying to find a good NSAP to play with. Of course, Wasabi, even though people prefer Tech, kind of having it be roundabout. Maybe I should go closer to like an hour and a half or 2 hours if I'm just going to be sitting here doing all the same stuff. There's Luna Blaster, but not the Neo that I used. Alright. If I find an NSAP, I'm going to equip it. Okay, this one's pretty cool too, but NSAP, this one right here. Yes, I like NSAP. Then the 83 years. Yeah, that's that one, but I'm not really too big on echolocator. Yeah, let's do some more turf war. Sounds fun to me. Let's check my gear. I can definitely make use of things, because there's a special duration that's not so helpful with an ink strike. But what's something else I can use that's not upgraded? Or I could go for full on head and clothes, or switching things around. Have something full on that, but nice defense would be cool to have, so I can just go to spec for that. Take care of this. Of course I can just pay, but might as well use my sea snails while I can. I'll see you in a second, Judd. OMG, there's a really scary trailer of a horror movie. Skip ad. Whatever. Quit texting in the center of a battle. Huh. How do you know people are texting? Do you do it? When your connection is not stable and your Wi-Fi is A-okay. I completely agree. Hello, Spike. Don't be spiking me up too much. Actually, I think I have an order. Or maybe I think I have like every piece of gear. It's just that I could just get the different rolls that they have. Or of course, I can just re-roll whatever I have. But if it's something nice I like, I can pay the money for it to have a for sure set. Let's get them low tops. Cool Converse looking shoes. Not really too versed in shoes. I've had the same pair of DC shoes for a couple years. Haba. Let's see if I can find a pair of shoes that are similar. Let's see. These ones I have in real life. Yeah, think of like these high horses. Just imagine them being a little blue around the edges and blue and white and black. I kind of like these two. Kind of Sonic-y. Even though I put the tie strings under the big old flap, whatever you call it. I'm not a shoeologist, so I just need to shoe off from here. Step up, boy. Sounds like he was saying that. Huh. Anyway, let's actually get back to the game. I'm doing some on-purpose voice cuts. This is probably annoying. Alright, no more calamari enter. What's it gonna give me? Stop. It like went on for like a solid 5 seconds when I was stopping holding my control stick. That's not really the greatest thing. And it's kind of hard to repair the control sticks. I mean, yeah, there's simple fixes. There's like recalibration by like holding down minus or like A, B, and minus and moving it around to recenter it, but I don't think that's what you do. I'm just gonna keep out it. It's blah. It's like I didn't finish my words, so I have to keep it going. That was kind of on purpose there. I mean, it was on purpose, so there's no kind of about it. Do. Whoa, I probably should have inked a little bit better there, but oh well, didn't die. No big deal. Hello. Oh, yeah. If you got that thing charged on me, it wouldn't really be the greatest thing. Go right here for some safety. Quit wasting time. Even though it's going to be kind of hitting the enemy base, have it going over there. I do want to send out my gamepad for a gamepad capture all the way in Japan, but with me playing these Wii U games and playing Splatoon until Splatoon comes out, haha. It'd be kind of cool if it was called Splatoon, but of course it would be kind of hard to tell. But you know, just kind of keep the brand name cool. It's like, I'm playing Splatoon. Which one? You know, Splatoon? Oh. Thinking too much into this. Get that sprinkler all the way over there to get me a little bit of stuff going on while I'm just jumping and being safe with my safety by being right in the way of stuff. Oh yeah, here comes the big old map change to change everything. Or you know, the lower tide. I should play high tide era. I don't really memorize the names of every song. Aside from like Calamari Incantation and Ink Me Up inside. Can't ink up. This is, okay, it's not the normal heavy metal song, or is it? No, because it starts off differently. This might actually be High Tide Era. Again, it's time to get to the low tide and get all this extra turf that we can get. Come on, I was pretty high up on ink. Oh, somebody's using that point sensor on me, or maybe it's a echolocator. Even though it doesn't really seem like stuff, I don't know. Get out of the ink right there. Ooh, get that over there. It's basically free stuff. Is somebody disconnected? No, everybody's here. Thought the second player may have been disconnected just by looking. Like, if we're this far ahead with me playing, I know we can't be doing so great, but no. Yeah, as you can tell, I definitely much prefer shooters. Or, well, not shooter games, because I don't even play Overwatch that much, which I would like to be good at it, but I was so intimidated. So I just fall back on good old Splatoonio. Spaghettio sound good too. Who would have thought, like, 10 years ago that I would prefer normal spaghetti over SpaghettiOs? If you told me that 10 years ago, I'd be like, no, I'm never going to grow up. I'm always going to love me some SpaghettiOs for dinner and never eat spaghetti because I have, like, a tiny chunk of onion in it. Except it doesn't really. I love me some spaghetti nowadays. Exactly 900p, whatever that is, 900 points, you can assume. Or Pocos, even though it's a Pikmin thing. I just like that name, Neum, being on par with the same level as me. Easier level up for the first stage of an upgrade, being run speed, okay. Might as well stack it up a little bit. It's something. Let's play Ink Strike Shuffle. Oh yeah, it's like the Ink Strike levels you do in story mode. There's cracking up. Oh yeah, I love the song, yeah. The very first song we heard. I always associate this with the Kelp Dome. Just kind of feels like something you'd hear in a mall, so obviously you'd probably think of the Alamomola Mall or whatever. I always keep thinking it's Arowana. Yeah, Marijuana Mall. Anyway, is your name Cub? Yes, it is. Here we are on the Hammerhead Bridge. Cracking up here. Whatever song this is. Bam, 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 bam. Goes like that. Yeah, it does feel like a Sonic song, now that I think about it. Put a sprinkler on a pie. And you can only have one out at a time, right? Or is it 3? Yeah, it always replaces the one you have. Like Ink Mine, after one of the more recent updates, like you can only put down 1, but if you wanted to reset it, you could. Well, as of the recent update. But if you put it down, you were kind of screwed until it got used up. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, it's gonna go into the... You're an a-hole. I don't know. Let's do this right there, because there's already someone using it. Some bubblegum colors, or you know, Frisk in Undertale. Sorry if that's a little spoilerific, but if it's on the OP at this point, might as well say it. Well, it's not exactly purple, but still. Nice combination of something purplish pink and blue, even though it's more of a dark blue than this. So, well, there's really only these couple shades of blue. Cyan blue, so to speak, and then the dark navy blue, or even Indianapolis Colts blue. Gonna be back there soon, hopefully. There's been no offers on my house in the near 2 months that it's been up for sale. Fun times. But I'm sure it's gonna sell before long, hopefully by the end of July, because, well, I'm not gonna be starting school at Purdue University until January. Gives me whatever amount of time I need to settle back into Indiana when we get there. Unless we don't get there until January. So I'll just go straight to school. So, in that case, I could probably get me a job while I'm still in Florida, but my current job right now is having fun. Let's playing and streaming, you know. 3 viewers, still not showing anybody new aside from Anini. Hi Anini, I'm gonna make this a meme. I'm just gonna keep checking my viewer list and be like, how you doing, Anini? Whatever you'd say your name. I'd assume it's Anini, because it looks like you pronounce for that. Or maybe it's Anini. I don't know. Thinking too hard. Just gotta think about me some Splatoon. And switching around my words on the Nintendo Wii U. I'm gonna Wii U around my words. I am being dumb. Crack on. Crack off. You already know, crack your knuckles. Okay, should probably be playing some games here. I mean, yeah, it's just loading me back up with the loadout. It seems we've won here against hashtag Black Wolf, unless they're on my team. Let's see, back at that, yeah, they're on my team. We died as brothers, or ink squids. It'd just be cool if a group of squids was called a squad, so you can squad up. Nah. Of course, another person was playing with the NZAP. Wii U, yes indeed, that's the system you're playing on, unless for whatever reason the main game, at least Splatoon 1, gets ported over. Which would be kind of cool if it was like the only paid DLC for Splatoon 2 is being like a, I don't know, maybe $20 port of Splatoon 1. Even though it would probably be $60 like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Even though the game on Wii U is $60 for the base game and then $20 for like the full DLC pack. And what's the deal with the Calamari or whatever desert that they haven't added? They kind of teased at some point. You think that they wouldn't be adding more DLC to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, being the deluxe version it is, but it would be cool because I've kind of been playing all the same stuff for a while, just different battle mode stages. Which I should definitely do more. Maybe I could stream Mario Kart 8 tonight. Of course, my mom gets home at midnight and I kind of go to bed between 1 and 2 these past few days. Even though there is the Splatoon Direct tomorrow. Okay, gotta recenter the camera with the way I'm playing. Not that camera, but this camera. There's a camera, a light switch, I don't know. All the different terms. Yeah, we shooting that bubblegum juice everywhere. Or Pepto-Bismol. Did I make a Pepto-Bismol joke in the Splatoon 2 Global Test Fire stream? I feel like I did. Because where else would I make something like that? I feel like I have. Ka-choo. Yeah, you're not really being too great just camping there, you little camper cub. You should learn about that weaponry in your Cub Scouts. Yeah. Full on war stuff when you're like a 5-year-old in the Cub Scouts, even though it's more of a preteen thing. Or, you know, if you stay in there all the way through your teenage years. Nothing to make fun of, because you do learn some stuff in there. I've never really been in anything myself. Well, I haven't been in anything. I don't feel like I could survive in the outside world without me some Splatoon. Because you definitely need a lot of things to play Splatoon. If you're playing online, of course you need your internet connection. You need a TV to play it on, because you can't play on off TV mode, because you need this for the map. Which is kind of a downside to Splatoon 2 at this point, but I think I'll get used to having to press B to jump and X for map stuff. Maybe a little bit of a learning curve. I'm pretty sure I've used that term before, learning curve, in the Splatoon 2 global test, but I don't know why I need to say that in Splatoon. Anyway, we're playing Splatoon 1 voice crack on the Wii U. Please subscribe to me on YouTube, blah blah blah. I don't do that. I don't ask you repeatedly to like this video 15 seconds into the video before you even start playing the game. Only like it if you actually enjoy it. Okay, you can't do that because it's a tarpy deal. I'm gonna go down. Okay, thought I wouldn't make it up there. They're in danger, but that can easily turn around, give me a little bit of more room to work with going through here. I think I'm definitely gonna have some popcorn when I'm done with this stream. Oh, hello. Is that a... okay, that's my guy. He had a little bit of yellow on him and it had me worried. Hello there. Hashtag Black Wolf. We died as brothers last time, and I killed you as my brother this time. Haha. Look at all this betrayal. Do. No, what I really need is like more Wii U and Switch friends to actually play online with the actual friends I have on that guy. I thought I had an Insuga for some reason. I don't even play it that much. Just felt like I had to do some shooting. Eliud. I feel like I've seen that name before. I mean, aside from all the times I've been playing against him or her, which I'm sure Eliud is like maybe a French name or maybe German. I don't know. Not making all these assumptions. Haven't really tossed. I don't think I've tossed a sprinkler at all in this game, but always good to take more time to actually ink the turf, which the sprinkler kind of covers turf anyway. But we've obviously won, unless Judd decides to have like a 32.4 handicap to them, which that would not be fair. I mean, it would still be under 100%. Yeah. Catherine is on my team, and she's cool. She's great. What are we gonna get here? Death special saber, whatever. I think I'm gonna switch me back to some weapons. Let's see. Let's try for maybe a splatling like this, because I haven't done one yet. Sprinkler maybe with a bubbler. Yeah, I think I'll go for that. It's a pretty big deal. I'm fine with all the things I have. I can probably, I think, can I toast the sprinklers? I don't know. Keep talking about that. Yeah, I'm gonna do some more turf war, because I do like those couple stages for normal stuff. And, I mean, yeah, the My Resort is always fun. I like the song, but I want to go for something different. Sucker Punch High Tide Era. Yeah, the name of the song is Sucker Punch. Yeah, that's the one. Oh yeah, I just remembered the pun, unless I didn't see it before. Sucker Punch, you know, like sucker suction cup. Ink me up. And all the other ones, DJ Shellfish. Ooh, let's center it like that. Don't take too much time charging it up. Oh yeah, it's definitely a big old charger, but takes a lot of time, has some great range. Can definitely do some crazy things with this. Get that first stage, get that little bit right there. Even without it being fully charged up, it's a big deal. Kajooie! Sneezing everywhere in Splatoon. Let's not shoot out with water now. Let's get you as you're on your way. Yeah, gotcha. Even with the single stage, oh yeah, I need some stuff. But it kind of charges you up when you're doing it anyway. It's kind of a good thing. Alright, got my bubbler, but let's just wait until things... I should probably shoot away from water, but getting all this little bit of turf I can get, and let's watch my blind spots in case bad guys come around. Opponents. You're kind of there, so I'll just do this. Jerry, where's somebody on my team? Come on. Hello, don't knock me into this stuff. Of course, my bubble is gone, and anything could happen there. Horo Splat Roller got leaked before. And true Horo splashing. Why is that hard so difficult to say? Why is it so hard to say is what I was trying to say. There I go with the trying to say what I was trying to say type of deal. Okay, keep thinking that I need to keep recharging. Maybe it just does that when you're close range. I don't know. Here comes the changer upper, so maybe I should be a little bit more defensive and just cover the blue. Bad blue, even though it was this color recently. Or was I? I think it was, yeah. I was like, because I'm Cyan Blue, like the Cyan Blue Yoshi. Yoshi's Story, a game that I've never beat. This is a weird game, like, it doesn't have a lot of stages, but it has different combinations. Because if you go to a certain place first, you can fight a different area boss, depending on, like, whatever your, like, level 4 is. How you decide to do things. It's kind of like a deal of creating your own story. I'm gonna get you. Haha, you didn't get me with your ult, but you snuck up on me. Whatever your name is. Japanese. After I splatted Tamiya. Or Tamiya, whatever it could be. Oh man, we are in danger. This is what you get for playing things that you rarely play. Or, you know, weapons. And of course, I don't really play a lot of Splatoon. This is probably the first I played it in probably a week. I think I played it these past few days. Up until today. It's 5 days in July so far. I don't think I've played it at all because I've been. The only other game I've had in my Wii U was a game I'm LPing from the Wii U. I guess that's the hint right there. And of course, I kind of already said that it's a game that's pretty prominent on that thing I posted on Twitter with the picture of different games I plan to do. But just keep the element of surprise to a certain extent, but not actually saying the name. We've obviously lost, but oh well. You know, I think after this, what I'll do, we're already past an hour now, but I still feel like playing a little bit more. Maybe I could play up to 7 or so. You know, finish my point. I want to go back to the Aerospray RG and then play in ranked. Poor Bruno Diaz. Well, he probably got a disconnection. That's probably why we lost. But sometimes there's an advantage to a DC because that third player, or you always have at least those 3 players, provided nobody else DCs. So if you have like that haunt, or, well not haunt, but whatever ability applies to when like you have less players on the field at a certain point. Alright, so let's get this off, because I don't need the Tossy 2, even though I think this is like the last thing I need to upgrade. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there, tenacity. Which is why I often have this on. Let's go for something cool and great. Yeah, that right there, a new fresh thing. Because we gotta stay fresh. Oh yeah, I have to switch back to the weapon, the Aerospray RG. The only thing I don't really like about the gas mask is that it's scary. Meh. You there, ogre. I thought I'd play with all these different things, but I didn't play with that, didn't play with that. Did play with that, even though I kind of considered it, because it's pretty cool with the bomb rush. Aerospray PG, if you wanted to take a different way of doing things, but I think I'm fine with what I have right here, so I'll stick with it. As I get into the game, I'm going to blow my nose again to make sure my nose is all fine and not too drippy. So enjoy the music once I actually start playing it. Yeah, yeah. I like the part of the music. Of course, I'm playing the Looking Fresh. There's like different variations. Let's see. I mean, yeah, Looking Fresh, I'm sure. That applies to all the different places. Because it adds like a different thing to the stuff. Let's not play the same stuff. Let's do whatever it lands on. Woohoo, Octo Valley, the map theme. That's cool enough. You can definitely tell which songs are in story mode and online mode. Come on, Japanese person, join in. Hey, I'm better than some of these other people that have B-. Death, Amir, and the final Japanese person that joined. Yeah, look back on the screen right there to see what happened in the last few seconds. Use that to your advantage. Vonage, that odd telephone company that has commercials. 2DM through anchovy games. Yeah, I'm just not gonna say cohesive things even though I am now. Oh yeah, Rainmaker. Oh, I thought I had it for a second there. But no, my good friend Death, that is lower ranked than me. Come on now. Let's do this. Come on, help me out, Joker. Don't be a Joker on me. Alright, they're not gonna take all that's happening unless they go through their own puddle of crap. Boom. Because I can go up that. I don't know if that's the best path to take, but I'll deal with it. No, hello. Try to at least not die to anything. Help me out, my friends. Get by with a little help from my friends. I get high in Splatoon with a little help from my friends. Get high up on that thing that you blow the fan for. Man, it's getting loud. Just turn it down to 16 on my TV right there. 2 kids in school to see him through. I don't know why I'm singing with the fake lyrics of the music, but it sounds like it. Coco, tiny horse that is pretty cool. Happy to see through into. I'll watch that video again to see those lyrics because it's kind of funny, you know. Or, you know, Splatoon funny moments, which you don't always see very much compared to like Breath of the Wild or, you know, those more popular games that get you more views. I mean, yeah, Splatoon 2 is coming out sometime. And a couple days before all the people to have their oh so awesome review copies. I wish I was at a point to where I could get a review copy. I probably could, being a streamer and an LPer, and I definitely would showcase it probably on stream. There's like a limit to like a 2-hour stream or 10-minute video, which is kind of weird. I think that's how it works. But you know, get that little bit of showcasing. Always fun, and having the game early to play for your own time. Which, a review copy, I'm sure is still the same game as my dad talking to me. 1 second. Yes, Dad, I did feed the dog, haha. Doodly-doo, playing the game still. Wow, I'm forgetting that I'm back to my own ink mine. Keep it safe with my stuff. Let's go, guys. Let's at least take the lead, so if it goes into overtime, we'll be that little bit of winning. Elite Force Forge, whatever your name is. It's cool. Come this way, come on. Step it up. Yeah, we're down to tenacity. Are they disconnected? Let's see if a third player... Nope, they're back in. Their tenacity would be applying right now. Actually, no, it's because we have less people. Losing my train of thought. Oh, I didn't deploy it. It's like, deploy it last second, then you die. Tactical nuke incoming. Boom, went, boom, I'm dead. Boom, went, but it's still going because you press the button and it's happening. I don't know. Trying to be cool, drawing them parallels to more refined shooter games. I mean, Splatoon is pretty nice for Nintendo's first big-time shooter. Of course, it's very fitting to Nintendo. Having a cutesy game that's still fun for all ages. It doesn't have to be for kids only. It can also be for squids. Haha. Good. That's the nickname I give to my dog, Squid, because her name is Sydney. We call her like everything but Sydney. We call her Sid, Squid, Squeister, Budweiser. Actually, no, that was a different dog that lived in this house, not owned by us, but by family and friends. I think they got rid of him because he was like being really mean or stupid or something. He was definitely not the smartest dog. Come on up here. I need to help you out. Unless you're already on your way. We're in the lead so far, but they can definitely turn that around in less than a minute's time, especially if death is occurring. I'll help you, my friend. Let's booyah to know that I'm here for you. Even if you lost the Rainmaker and nobody's dying on the enemy's team. Let's get you in your Hydra Splatling that it looks like. Custom or normal, whichever one it was. Vanilla. Yeah. Of course. That's the thing of wearing contacts, even when they're new. They just cloud your eyes up for whatever. Bleh. They cloud your eyes up for whatever reason. Wow. Yeah. Keep going. I was gonna fall into the never-ending abyss below, but it is so nice that it brings you back to life. It's like there's endless pits in video games, or bottomless pits as they're called. But you lose your life when you get to that certain point if you don't wall jump out. Of course, at least in modern Mario games. Just thinking what comes to mind, and respawn right when it's happening. Actually, the game ended a tiny bit of a sliver of a second, half second, sir. Quit saying things. We won, finally. Now that I'm back to using the Aerospray RG. Hello, Anini. I was checking the viewer list again. Let me check the Discord and see. I mean, yeah, being an hour and 15 minutes into this, it should definitely register. Yep. Splatoon hype before the sequel. Let's Play corner thing. Stream links. TryclydeTamer. Yes, indeed. Battle again. Keep it up. Okay, I think the thing upgraded may have been something that I was finishing, but I'll just stick with whatever I have, regardless. Watch it in this next little thing. Looking at my computer. Alright, let's play some music aside from this. Yeah, let's try to land on Captain Cuttlefish. Stop with the thing. Can't go with the D-pad either. Captain Cuttlefish, there we go. Yeah, for 5 seconds I can hear the song. On ranked battle, we are going to Kelpdome, because we were just in anchovy games. I mean, it could very well bring us back there. Oh yeah, solid dark navy Indianapolis Colts blue. I think Colts blue may be a tiny bit brighter than that, but close enough. It's definitely one of my favorite shades of blue, not because of the Colts, but it just seems so rich. I kind of consider light blue as its own little categorization, not even of blue. I mean, yeah, of course it is blue. Or cyan. It feels weird, it should be like cyan instead of cyan. Or cyan. I'm seeing things differently in a blue light. I can see the light of a clear blue morning. A song we sang in chorus. Really do put that thing down before any crazy things happen. But did I not kill him before he transformed? Actually, it was me getting my ult. The air strike or ink strike, if you want to be technical. Let's go to my own turf and build it up. And splat you down while you're trying to bring your way over to it. Have that killer whale going on. Never really mentioned it by name. I think one killed me at one point, or got really close. Or got me in a situation to where it screwed me over regardless if it killed me or not. Now I'm kind of feeling the need to have some wings. Even though I've had ribs for lunch today and Leonard yesterday. Well, 4th of July I had a hamburger. Haven't had my hot dog yet. Kind of obsessed with having hamburgers now. Up until recently, I always ask for like, I'll have 2 hamburgers and a hot dog. Katsiai, or Katsial, whatever. Hello to you, cool little emote that you have. I thought that was somebody not in my team. Wow, Amir's still here? Unless it's a different Amir. Oh, what is that thing? M-High? Or IMM-High or LMM? Whichever one it is. But hello to you regardless. We playing Splatoon. Keep thinking I'm hearing my dad calling out to me, but it's not happening. It's just weird sounds in the game. Let's put my ink strike down on the Rainmaker over that way. See if we take anybody out. Brett Devon, I guess he wasn't carrying it. We lost the lead, oh no. We lost the weed. I should probably go down here so I can actually have better mobility. I'm definitely vulnerable up there. And I should probably splat jump to my dudes, but clearing a path at least. At least this isn't the carry the tower thing, even though I kind of consider Rainmaker to be my least favorite. It's always so frustrating. Yeah, I was kind of trigger happy there because there's a sniper right on my tail. But if I got somebody, I got somebody. I don't think it showed anybody's name. Yeah, not really paying much attention to everything. I'm just playing and rolling with the punches, and rolling, that's also a thing in Splatoon 2 with the splat dualies. What are you, Diva, with your 2-shot weapon? Of course, you're cracking at the last second. I'm surviving the Kraken. Don't cut me off. Like Van Gear's O. I knew I was saying that wrong, so I went with it anyway. Van Gogh's ear, or Van Gogh, if you. No, it's probably not Van Gogh with the PH sound, but Van Gogh. I'm trying too hard to be precise. That my precision is actually faltering. Yep, always risky when you're up against a charger, like a normal weapon charger, then you're the one carrying the Splat Rainmaker. Yeah, the Splat Rainmaker, not just normal Rainmaker. Because you gotta make it rain. Thought I was wearing my Make It Rain shirt, but no, I'm wearing a Splatoon shirt. In the announcement video, I was wearing my triggery Team Instinct being the red shirt and having Articuno on it shirt. What am I doing? You there? Because there's a dude that I saw over that way that wasn't splatted, but kind of secured the Rainmaker for us. Let's try to take the lead at least, because I don't know if we're going to make it in time. Which we very well could if we have a clear enough path here. Oh yeah, still kind of in the center here. Hello. Oh, yep, trade kill. But it'll definitely take care of things for whoever's carrying. Let's teleport over to you, or splat jump. It's not exactly a teleport with how slow it is, but I'm sure a teleport type of deal wouldn't be too fast in and of itself, because that would just be cheap. Kind of like Ninjara in ARMS. I need to play that. It'll pick up a little bit more. That could definitely be a game to stream, because I believe, random online matchmaking. Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't be that way. Being a fighting game, you don't have to have local friends, or at least online friends, to do it. You can do it with anyone. Oh man, yeah, I knew that was a thing. Come on, take it from them. Don't let them get down below 25. They don't have the lead. Take it in. I don't even know if they got to 24. Once they got to 25, it's like, they win anyway. Take 2 extra steps, or a billionth of a step. Oh. Acting oddly salty for whatever reason. 6:37, may go till 7 because I'm still enjoying things, even if my eyes are kind of bothering me, but it's no big deal. It's just the thing that happens when you put contacts in and look at screens everywhere. Giuseppe, that's a different person. He seems to be gone now. R.I.P. Oh. Let's just keep going. Okay, yeah, it's just the gas mask and the other 2 guys are charging up. Call them guys when they're equips. Oh, I'm gonna go back to the cuttlefish theme. Rock Valley. Be very careful. There we go, cuttlefish. Oh yeah, always gotta dance to the music like this. Always gotta make sure my mic is on just to be safe. I don't want to be saying things to no avail, which, if there's nobody watching my videos or my streams, not like it matters anyway. Sad face. E forward smosh sign. E Gary with the alpha symbol. The fishy alpha. That is used for, like, alpha decay. And also alpha particles and space and all that. Astronomy is cool. I may take an astronomy elective in college. I don't know. So many things I want to do. Like, my main major will be film production, video editing, all that stuff. And it's recommended that you take a double in secondary major. So I might do, like, classical studies. Now kind of in the honor of the teacher that I mentioned that passed away. Classical studies, for Latin and Greek. Studying Roman and Greek history and stuff. Already have a couple years of Latin under my belt, and it'd be cool to learn Greek as well to complete the more ancient languages, which Arabic languages. Pretty sure it's just there's like different dialects, but the main Arabic, that'd be kind of cool to know as well, with it being an ancient religious language as well. Kind of being one of the more conservative languages in the world, no matter what your opinions on Islam is. I shall not voice mine, because either way, there's people that are bound to be disappointed. Playing on the Splatoon, I think I was trying to sing something like this before, when I was in, like, the Moray Heights, or Towers. It's Flounder Heights and Moray Towers. Yeah, because Flounder Heights is the very 90s apartment area. Come on, blew it up, yeah. I guess I'll take it. I'll take the lead! Or I'll take the lead! As Charmy B says in Sonic Heroes. Let's just get it going far, get away from the sniper range. Come on, it's not strong enough to actually hit somebody. All these people. E. Gary. I dislike you, E. Gary. I'll build up my stuff. Things while everybody else goes and tries to get it. Build up my ult to keep them safe. Yeah, I'm trying to be considerate. Oh man, I've rarely done this. Maybe I'm just like used to doing it from the other side, which is kind of mirrored, so I don't see why it would be different. Because I could be on the bad guy side. I mean, yeah, for them I am. They're the good guys and I'm the bad guy. It's all a matter of perspective. Of course, a lot of stories these days are about anti-heroes, or not even have any main protagonists, like Game of Thrones. Just all these different characters. Do 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 do. Let's be a little bit more rational here. Oh, but yeah, by going straight in the range of the bazooka, bazooka. Wonderful, wonderful. It was shooting around, but it was more shooting at the Rainmaker. But I didn't know he was gonna go right for me, or at least I was gonna happen to walk right into the path of it. Alright, they're pretty close. I thought they were both dying before I could get to them. Oh, wonderful decision made by me. Couldn't use my thing. Is it gonna... Yeah, it's gonna count it down more, because I wasn't able to use it before I was splattered, so it took away that little sliver. Even though you're about a sliver, come on Scooby-Doo, something something. I know you'll catch that villain. Where's the Rainmaker? It's right there. It's pretty safe for us. Let's get away from them guys to keep it up safely. Buy them a few seconds and splat somebody along the way. Somebody have a bomb rush going on? I don't know. Hello, person up high. It's like you were floating there. Come on, two guys can definitely take on one, even though there's a trade kill with them. But I kinda helped to an extent. Come on, Pablo, you got us. You got this. Yeah, Pablo. Even though they weren't close enough to be taken out by the shield or the Rainmaker itself. Well, yeah, it is the Rainmaker shield because you have to take down the shield to get a hold of it. It's closer to their base, at least. We're one ahead. Kaboom. Of course, it keeps going back and forth with it being right here. Wow. Come on, I want to explore the lower library area. Take an elevator, go up to not fall in water. There's like not really any water there. It's just too down low. You don't want to take any sort of stairs because you just gotta have your inclined slopes. Let's just see how this thing goes. I want to say these things go, but that wouldn't make sense. How this thing goes. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things going on, so I could say these things. Anyway, enough talk about your stutters and speech messer-uppers. Keep it going, and... Okay, Pablo, I need your help now. And, oh, Pablo, no! Yeah, he was kind of having his eyes on the prize there. Yeah, he has the Rainmaker. Come on, Pablo, you got this. And everybody else, Brett Devin, you're on my team now. Please be nice, please don't get salty. I don't think that's really a thing I've noticed in Splatoon, like people get salty when they're on your team, they betray you, even though it kind of betrayed the person, but it's just because they were my opponent, they're my friend, and then I, so to speak, betrayed them. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. Because it's so-called betrayed. Yeah, I am probably distinct, because with the way I sing along with the stuff, have these couple things going up. Let's see what we got going on. Oh yeah, it's got the special duration up, so I might want to change that off in favor of something else. So maybe I can go for something I can charge up on the head. Otherwise I can probably just stick with the gas mask, because a lot of these things are duplicates. I mean, this is cool. Last ditch effort, and cool things as the special duration, not really helpful for ink strike contacts. That's what I'm wearing. Is there something for me to charge up? Bomb throw. This right here I could add stuff to. Oh, this one. Special charge up. Then for clothes. No, I'll just finish this off while I still can. Should I go into regular or ranked battle? I'll stick with ranked. Smoking hot, I could probably back out and talk to Judd and get some coins out of it. Or, you know, well, yeah, it is coins that you get. Or gold. Yeah, G. Always gotta enjoy Captain Cuttlefish's theme. Every time I'm listening to a song, I do this cha-cha thing, which is never really specifically defined what the cha-cha real smoothly is, but I do it for the sake of stuff. It's kind of something you do for the Gangnam Style. No, it's not that. Yeah. Wait, is that even the right movement? No, it's this. How dare I forget Gangnam Style? I mean, yeah, it was only really a thing back in 2012. At some point, it was like the most viewed YouTube video in history, but I think that got overtaken by something. Size music is still pretty cool. There's like the last one I remember published was the I got it from my daddy, I believe, with no, Hangover was the one with Snoop Dogg, but there's like I got it from my daddy with whoever else, maybe also with Snoop Dogg, but no. I mean, yeah, K-pop is pretty cool and how it's growing and being more popular in America. It's like Attica's reaction was pretty funny. It's like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this that much. 10 seconds later, oh my god, this is great. I mean, yeah, that's not exactly how it went, but he was definitely intrigued. Of course, I have a couple close female friends that are definitely into their K-pop. Being splatted by Inzap, no! Is that even a Japanese character? Just a simple line. I'm sure it's something. I'm sure it is somehow, or at least the way they use the hyphen, because it seems a little bit longer than it would be for Romanized alphabet stuff. What the heck is going on with that there? It seems like so perfect the way that the ink was lined up. Yeah. Oh, watch out for the stuff. Get me my doodlies. Boom, and then up. Yep. I mean, if I grabbed the Rainmaker anyway, it'd be an even bigger problem. Do. Let me get into this thing. Be better, not go in danger, because they're definitely making headway. Use that Ink Strike. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, I'm not going to get them. Dealy-doo. Oh, got a couple people with the Rainmaker shield, at least. Was splatted about that sloshing machine Neo. Kind of seems like something I could be a little bit better at. The slosher weapons. Let's get some turf so that they don't make their way to my base. Get on my turf. Put my head in a pickle jar. Be kind of weird air to breathe, but still better than being under a lot of pressure of salt water, which that was actually the name of the episode, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Puns. Okay, let me just do that. Watch yourself, boy. Haha. But I need to watch myself in the range of a crack game. Probably should have thought that through. Is there a character in SpongeBob? Probably in like later episodes. Of course, I'm in season 6 right now, where things kind of go downhill, but it's not absolutely unbearable, which I'm not really one for being like, this sucks, I'm gonna stop watching. I just kind of grin and bear it, even if things are kind of less than desirable, which nothing in SpongeBob is really completely ridiculous. I mean, actually a lot of things in SpongeBob are completely ridiculous. But it's still enjoyable to some extent. I mean, there's like Pie Guy Rules, who's like a reviewer. I don't really want to call him crazy, but he's like a crazy reviewer of SpongeBob. Not using it as a derogatory term. But it's kind of a general consensus that a lot of people don't like Season 6 of SpongeBob, which is what I'm watching right now. Sunbleached is the next episode I watch. I was gonna watch it, but it was like pretty close to 5:15 when I was going to start, even though I have total control over when I do stream and don't stream, record and don't record stuff. Of course, this is going to go up on YouTube. Here's a reminder, speed it up if you want, but I'm sure if you speed up videos, it'd probably already be sped up anyway, as I said at the start. Just as a reminder or something. Doo-doo-dee. Something I really need to do is, okay, what was going on there? Is that their base? Wait. I'm kind of confused. What's happening? They were trying to bring it to their own base. Yeah, I was like, retreat, or don't retreat, or something like that. Something of that sort. They might have forgot. Or they could somehow be new players that they got all their ranks through different modes. Which is completely acceptable. Of course, it was on their team, so I'm all for the opposite team messing up in our favor. Of course, them messing up, it probably is going to be in the opposing team's favor unless a mess up actually becomes a success. Because that can happen. You never know what can happen. Gotta keep on saying that. Kind of feels like the theme in Splatoon is, I gotta keep on, blah blah blah. I dance into the music when I'm out in the lobby, in the weird way. Talking about Gangnam Style, Open Condom Style, all those stupid parodies. Not really stupid, but silly to say the least. My brother does not like that word. And me doing my chuckle. Chuckle, chuckle, chuckle! Get out of here. Whatever. If they win, they win. But I prefer them not win because it's about to go into overtime if they get loose a little bit, but they win. I want to win at least a couple more times before I end the stream. Or maybe I can get like a cool win and end it on that note. And it's not really helping that I just keep on losing more and more rank. You lose more than you gain. Because I think you gain 10 going to this specific one. Then you lose like 12. I think. You lose 10. Maybe you do gain like 12. It's probably because I've been losing so much that I'm like thinking of the factor of 10. Diddly-doo. Keep her going. What are we listening to right now? Captain Cuttlefish. We've already heard that a few times. Past couple games. If I can actually go through things. Battle Defeat. Yeah. Still used to hearing that. Something I want to hear is if I can actually get over to it without my thing messing up. Which, is that actually a thing in this option? Split attack, oh yeah, that's a normal thing. Now or never. Battle Victory, I was trying to listen to that. Come on, stop doing this. Yeah, I really need to do something about my control stick sticking like this. It's not really a problem actually playing because I'm like moving all over the place instead of like trying to move one place. That's why I don't play Mario Maker with my gamepad. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about actually trying to play more Super Mario Maker, but then moving it over to live stream format instead of Let's Play, because I've pretty much already done all the 10 Mario Challenge stuff, and sometimes don't really like doing too much Super Expert Mode, or even Expert Mode for that matter. I mean, yeah, it's not extremely hard all the time, but Super Expert Mode kind of is. If you watch Mario Maker, which I haven't uploaded it for a while, you kind of know my opinions. I like playing the creative stages, and sometimes decently difficult, but I prefer creative over stupidly difficult, like the trial and error ones where you have to pretty much die to actually know what's going on, or even die to unlock certain things that make you move along, which that's not really a thing, but I think I'm making my point. I prefer creative over ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it could be ridiculously creative and still be difficult, but not the ones that are so infuriating that it's not funny. Especially for videos where you have to edit and do things. Which is why I may switch it over to the live stream thing. Haha, switch, and I can just pull it out of the thing and rub it in your webcam, my webcam. Cost the battery 100%. Gotta keep on doing the Master Trials, or Master Sword Trials in Breath of the Wild. And of course, maybe I could stream like a Master Mode run, which would be something to commit to. Trying to go through the full game. Maybe just not focus too much on Koroks, just go for like 120 shrines. I mean, yeah, I don't even have 900 Koroks on my main file, I'm at like 570 or so. But now that I have the Korok mask, it can make things a lot easier. That's close enough to their thing. Wow. All this time I've been playing, I haven't really been paying too much attention to the fact that we are at Anchovy Games. It's kind of going on autopilot mode here. It's probably the best way to go. Like, you don't actually pay attention to what you're doing. Like, now that I'm doing that, I'm messing up. It's like, paying attention to games. I'm trying to get the Rainmaker. Oh, no, I'm dead due to Tani. Looking like Hector Salamanca from Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul. Maybe more so Better Call Saul, because that was before the stroke incident, which... it's not really too much of a spoiler because, well, that's how he's introduced in Breaking Bad. He's Tio, the guy who's the uncle of Tuco, who is wheelchair-bound, only communicating by bell. Do 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 do. What are you doing? Come on. You're overpowering, but I need to charge up before I do too much. Is that a Haunter? No, that's a coughing on Pokemon Go. Yeah, thought somebody had the ult Kraken. Hello. Hello. Oh, yeah, it's like Michael Rosen that does that. Nice. Not really too good at making the other sound effect, just clicking my tongue, or just doing this. Popping your mouth. Kind of a joke they did in the Drake and Josh Christmas special. Christmas special. That's another TV show for me to watch, even though I think I mentioned it. There's like so many TV shows that I've seen a lot of before, but I want to watch all the way through. Like Drake and Josh. iCarly, maybe not so much, but it's decently funny. But Drake and Josh first. I was thinking maybe doing Jimmy Neutron after SpongeBob, which I should also probably watch some anime as well. Kind of want to watch Full Metal Alchemist because Steven and Mal are going to be reviewing it on their vlogs soon. I mean, yeah, they've already recorded reviews, I believe, because, I mean, it's July now and they haven't uploaded any of June yet, or at least they're getting into early June when they're in their Arizona, Utah Grand Canyon trip, or the Rock Adventure trip, as they kind of called it. Oh. There I go, talking about other people. I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. Just something to talk about while I keep playing. 5 minutes in, so if I win this, I may try for another game. It's kind of in our favor right now because we're by the Rainmaker, but we're kind of being pushed back. I don't want to screw this over for anybody. Okay, I was able to jump up. Oh, we got a Kraken, buddy. Okay, I was about to say you can't climb up here, but he's definitely doing so. Haha, hello. You die while I die as well. Yes, thank you for charging towards my direction when I'm already dead with your splat charger thing. They haven't taken any sort of lead for themselves, so as long as we can keep hold of it, we should be able to win. But we've got to win by knockout, though. Has there been, like, any Rainmaker things so far that's been by knockout? I think some of the tower control, yeah. We've lost bad on a lot of those. I don't even know if we won any of them. That's probably why I ranked down. All that losing. I mean, yeah, obviously. Losing makes you rank down if you lose so much. Hello, good person. I'm just shooting my stuff towards you to keep you safe. All we gotta do is keep hold of it. There we go. What's that? Oh, yeah, for safety. Don't even bother. Did I was about to say, didn't I have an ult? I was wondering why it wasn't working. I was like, what? Why is this not? Oh well. We won regardless. Okay, I thought it was by knockout, but no. It's just that we overpowered them and it got rid of all their stuff because they get no points out of this aside from whatever would count towards the level, because after level 20, different things count. Rank up. Alright. Alright, we're gaining 10 after losing all the 10s we've been losing. An extra upgrade. It's gonna kinda help with being that quick respawn. Yeah, yeah. And the orange is the quick super jump. I believe that's how it be. Let's see. Of course. There we go, city color. That's the Splatfest music. I'm gonna drink without muting my mic. Water. It's water. It's not vodka or anything. I'm underage. I mean, in America I am, but if I were anywhere else, they'd be like, it's totally fine to have some sippy sips. Which I don't really plan on being a drinker in my life anyway. If anything, I'd be a responsible drinker when the day is done. Not try to actively cloud my mind for the lols. Well, maybe a tiny bit, but just drinking for the sake of being drunk is not exactly the greatest thing to go for. No. Definitely some reason to get lit to, though. I'm gonna make this kind of movement instead of rolling my hands. Where's the music? Stopped playing. There we go. Back to it. That's gonna reset it. Alright, let's enjoy it while these people after Jay join in. Me teach you Justin. Me great. Me join in video game. Somebody that may happen to be in chat right now, which I don't know if anybody is. There's Anini here. It's not showing. It's loading up. Okay, guess not. Goodbye, Anini, even though I'm sure you've left a while ago. And cats, y'all, or whatever it's pronounced. It's probably... You're looking at some cats, y'all. Anyway, back to the video gaming. Let's not pay too much attention to a slowed down thing. Well, it's not slowed down. If that was the case, I'd be dropping frames and stuff, which I might be dropping a few, but it's probably not horrible. With it being on 720/60 instead of 1080, like it was in Splatoon 2, and Ian let me know that I was dropping frames, so I was like, oh man, I should probably tone it down to 720, so I've done it ever since. And it wasn't back in February, even though I keep thinking that it is for whatever reason. It was in March. That was like, what, March 21st or so? I don't know. That doesn't seem right. But it was sometime at least in March, because of course the Switch and Breath of the Wild came out on March 3rd. Keep going back to the same topics because I've been going for so long. Can only talk about so much. I gotta tell a life story. I was born in DeLand, Florida. We've lived in a town nearby called Pine Lakes before I was 2. That's when we moved to Indiana. Right before I was 2. Then in 2011, May 9th, we got here in Florida when I lived in that little trailer park type of deal and started doing Mario RPG and finishing up Pikmin 2 there. My long LP of Pikmin 2 that took like, what, 60 some episodes. And of course I did it in like 24 or 22 episodes, whatever, in 2013, which kind of makes me want to stream the game and do it better justice. Want to try for an 8-day run, even though it may be a little tedious me resetting for all the things that would be required, even though I did do an 8-day run back in, I think, May. Yeah, I don't think I did it in June. Maybe into early June a little bit, but regardless, I recently did an 8-day run, so I'd be a little bit better instead of waiting a couple more years and having to relearn all the things you need to do. Be more in practice, but I still would be following the guide. Come on, buddy. Keep yourself safe right there. Oh, be careful, careful, careful. And of course, it's gonna knock me down. Why is it getting so much blue? I got blue. I got blue. That jingle, jingle, jingle. It's better than balls that jingle, jingle. Or even blue balls. Get out of here. Don't want those blue circular things either. Spherical! What is even happening? It's a war zone in here. Tactical nuke incoming. I just went for the straight center of the map. It's kind of close by. I don't think anybody's there. Yeah, it didn't really do much good. Probably could have been better used. Gotta be more cold and calculated and collected with the collective disorder. I don't know. The collective hive mind of the earth. Ah! Alex Jones got me killed. I-609, because that's not a 1. And for some reason, the look of that makes me want to play more Metroid. I mean, yeah, I've been enjoying playing the Metroid games, so yeah. As I said earlier during the stream, I've been playing like the normal black and white version of Metroid 2 Samus Returns, and like, I should probably, the way I was thinking of doing it was follow a walkthrough of normal Metroid 2, but then play on AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake that got shut down, but you can still download it at least I hope, without getting a virus. There was something weird that happened to my computer earlier. It was like, critical alert, your computer has a virus, and then like things froze up, so I had to turn off my computer. Hopefully that doesn't become too much of a problem, but now that I'm mentioning it, it probably will. Especially with me being as stuttery as I am. It's kind of a weird place to use my ink strike to not land too much up anywhere. Just right here and probably keep that going. Just keep hold of it. Take it slow and don't run into bombs like an idiot. Probably would have been a good idea to use the bomb sniffer ability. Alright, let's do some jumping. I gotta make use of that ability I have, the quick super jump. It is. Is the orange for respawn or super jump? I think it's quick super jump, and then doodle the green one for super jump normally, or respawn. I'm really clouded. I don't know why I always get so clouded in my mind while I'm streaming, because I'm talking so fast and playing games in real time. Too much to load my mind with. Cognitive load. Cognitive psychology. Cognitive load is a thing. Why do I keep saying cognitive? Because that's the topic at hand. Cognitive abilities. You can only do so much. Like, if you want to tell a lie, you don't really blink as much, and you actually do make a lot more eye contact. You'd think that if you're lying, you'd be looking away because people would be thinking to look at you more. I don't trust myself carrying the Rainmaker, but at least hold on to it. Get rid of these guys. Okay, let's not let this guy win, even though, okay, there we go, into overtime. Let's see if we can get to 26 before whoever's carrying gets it killed. So maybe I should build up my ult for protection. Highly doubt that we're gonna win. Let's keep on talking down, so it gives me a higher chance of winning, you know. We're totally gonna, yeah, we totally lost. It's 7:04 now. I think I'll give this one more go. Actually, is it gonna be another map rotation, or is it like every 2 hours? Because it happened at 6. Let's see what it does here at 7:04. 747, big old planes like Air Force One, only called Air Force One if the president is on it. And Marine One, helicopter. Yeah. Then there's, isn't there? Yeah, Coast Guard One, even though if he's in a helicopter, it's Marine One. I don't know. I'm just clouding my mind way too much with all this crazy thought. What upgrade? Did I get an upgrade? I think I finished that off there. No, because I always have these two things. One more game with a different set of people. Or should I do Turf War? Nah. I'll do another ranked. Kind of grin and bear it with Rainmaker for now. No more city color, but no. Even though, yeah. I Am Octavio, a cool song. For the final boss of this game, oh boy. How dare I spoil it. With me not having done the LP. This is probably my second favorite song in the game, aside from Calamari Incantation. Actually, I do like Cracking Up, which I didn't even realize the title of until recently. I mean, yeah, Cracking Up, the pun, but didn't know it was called Cracking Up. Well, at least not to my ultimate memory, which, even at this point, I may not remember it. Not that I have bad memories, just that it's not something exactly to dedicatedly remember. Let's not waste too much ink while I'm going on this great stuff. Here we go. It's gonna be a fun time. I was about to say I'm going the right way. Don't want to take it back to my own base. Let's get you up there, even though I can't aim up. Help me out, guys. Come on. Let's get me a path. You over there. Let's see. Boom. Yeah. Getting a little bit better at this, even though I don't really do it too much. Carry the Rainmaker. Sometimes just wait until somebody actually takes it. Wait a second. It's gonna be a straight sweep. Please be so. Oh! It's like frame perfect right there. What a note to end the stream on, am I right? Even though I'm on better spirits now and I could play more, but I don't want to damper it down anymore because, like, say I lose in that, so I'm like, come on, I can do better than that, and keep on playing closer to 3 hours. But we're at an hour 51 as of 5 seconds ago because I just saw it switch over, but I was talking through it. Well, that's a nice one right there. See, we won and gained 12. It's probably a knockout that gives you the better points. And what's rolling of stuff that we get here? Okay, another special duration up. Not really a thing for the Aerospray RG, but yeah, this was a good stream. A couple people joined in. Cats, y'all, only did a thing. Probably only here briefly. Seems to be, yeah, a Twitch Prime user. And then a Nini that kind of became meme-tastic within myself. Showing 2 viewers, but only me as of right now. Anybody that may happen to be here, thank you for watching. But I'm going to be ending it. This is something you can do. I'm not going to try to force you into it, but if you want to see a cool alert like that, you can do it. You can step right up and be ready to be toasted. Kind of have my Caesar cut. Never really mentioned my haircut that I got a few days ago, on like July 1st or maybe June 30th. One of those days. Because it's been a longer time than usual where we're going. It's usually every 2 months, but it's been like 2.5 or 3 months even. Close enough. But anyway, this was almost a 2-hour stream, and of course me being here is gonna add it up all the much more. Gotta get to editing Undertale more, and also recording for the next LP. Fun time, a Wii U game, and all that stuff. But anyway, it's Splatoon that we're playing, and yeah. I'll see this on YouTube. Thanks for coming, and goodbye. I'll probably be playing more, though, because I'm gonna try to milk this game as much as I can until Splatoon 2 comes out. I'll definitely stream that a little bit. Probably play the story mode for myself. But anyway, enough about that. Goodbye, for Rizzle.